consumer unit's working. So today, what we're doing today, we're checking off this Swift Escape, getting ready for it to go out. Also doing an Adria as well, so just been checking the consumer unit. And I've got Kev outside checking the batteries off. So let's go and have a look, see what he's up to. So there you go, there's the Swift Escape. U-shaped lounge at the back. And then combined toilet, shower. There's the matrix. Just got the gas on at the moment. Don't know if you can hear that there. I'll go check that later. And I've got Kev checking battery off. How you getting on, Kev?
I found a problem. The wire's off to the solar and there's no sign of a fuse on the wire.
So this is your positive and negative coming from the battery, and then this is your solar here, is it?
Solar, yeah.
And that was off?
That's off. It's come out. I think it's probably come out when the battery's been moved out. But
oh, so you're blaming yourself then, aren't you, Kev?
No, I didn't take the battery out.
Oh, so you won't blame me?
Yeah. But
okay.
I've checked, and there's no fuse here. I've checked.
Let me go have a look inside then, see if you can see fuse.
Check the wiring inside, just see if you can see the line fuse.
So we're here, Kev. If you hold the camera and I'll check for you, I'll do your job again.
That's how we did something instead of lying down in Campervans.
So, let's show everybody then.
Right, we've got the controller.
There's a controller panel.
Which is obviously not showing anything because we haven't got solar connected. Because the wire's off.
Right, so there's
no sign of any fuses there anyway.
No, we're in agreement with that.
Cable.
So I'm looking for the two. There's the main cable. Let me get this to there. There's the main cable there, and this one here. That's that one there. It'll be the solar.
Yeah. So
there.
There's no evidence of a fuse being fitted, so I wouldn't like to send the van out without one.
So you're going to put a fuse on?
Yeah, I mean we didn't fit the solar, but when we fit the solar we put an inline fuse.
And why did we do that, Kev?
Well, obviously for a safety factor.
Yeah.
And if sometime, you know, if your controller failed and it was putting too much charge through, you don't want to blow your battery up.
Right, so you're going to put a fuse on then?
I'll put a fuse on there.
At least we know to do that right then.
One of them actually. I've got one in my pocket.
Okay.
So we've got a little inline fuse holder. You pop that open. Then we've got a little inline fuse. For the sake of blowing your battery up, we'll fit one of those.
Right, and I'll go get the phone. It always rings at the right time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You're just going to talk to yourself then?
Yeah, it's quite simple. We're just going to chop into the wire. Like so. Strip the wire. Take the fuse holder apart, take the fuse out. You're messing with voltage. Put that bit in there. Tighten that up. And then we'll put the wire onto the battery. Obviously noting that I've left the fuse out, not left it connected.
Did you want me, Kev?
Well,
I can just hear you waffling away.
no, you can actually go inside in a sec and just check that we're getting a connection. There we go. And we'll get the fuse in. That could be a phone call, that, Jason. We've got a fuse holder that don't want to go together. Done. Right, so now we've got the fuse together, we've got the fuse in. We'll go inside the van and we'll just check that the solar panel is now working.
Right, so you've put a fuse on it now, Kev, have you?
I'll put a fuse on it now, and
Yeah.
as you can see now, we've got a display. So it's telling us that the load is at 6 kilowatts per hour, yeah? The solar's actually producing 29 volts.
Just
and
0.2, Kev, so...
and it's producing 1.3 amp, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is 106 kilowatt per hour, yeah? And your battery's at 14.4 volt, so your battery, that's the charge that's going into your battery, and it's 2.5 amps.
Quite a posh controller though,
So
isn't
it's
it?
quite a smart controller, yeah, and it's 25 degrees. And the load, we've got 0.1 amp running at the moment, so it's telling us what we're using, it's telling us what's going,
anything on.
yeah, it's telling us what's going into the battery from the solar. It's telling us what the solar's producing, and as you can see on a day like today, you know, which you saw outside when I was working outside, not a particularly hot sunny day, but it's still producing like, well, I think it was what, 29 volts. I'll tell you in a minute when it comes round. I'll tell you in a minute, we'll get round to it in a minute. 25 degrees C, 0.1 amp, that's a load, 6 kilowatt per hour, and it's 29 volts, so we're actually getting 29 volts coming off the panel. Obviously that's the reason you need a controller, otherwise it wouldn't do your battery a lot of good. So 29 volts into
12 volts into.
So that reduces it down, so of a charging rate, which is, it's usually like same as your battery charger or your alternator, so you can put like about 14 volts in. So that's the reason you've got a controller. All these little standalone tiny little panels don't have a controller on, because basically it won't do enough anyway. But if you've got a decent sized panel, you've got to have one of these, and you can also split it between your engine battery and your leisure battery. This one's just onto the leisure, it's not been fitted to the engine battery. But it is a dual controller, so you have got a function there where you could actually run cables to your engine battery, and it'll keep both batteries up.
You don't?
Always a good thing. Yeah, yeah.
Can you have a cup of tea now?
Yeah, we'll go and have a cup of tea now. Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
I think I've earned it.
Come on then.
Well, you've held the camera. Your arm must be aching now. You sure you can manage to stir your tea? You don't want me to stir it for you? Socially distance, of course.
Right, let's go a cup of tea. Right, do the fridge on the electric.
Fridge, electric. Fridge on electric.
That's on.
You okay with that?
Yeah, just get the thermostaty thing out to the edge. Kevin, take a reading for me. Let me get my pen.
Oh, dropped the screwdriver. Put that screwdriver up there, yeah. Just fell out of my pocket.
Screwdriver. Yeah. I missed that. Right, yeah, let me come past you. Good job I'm slim, Kev.
You insinuating I'm fat? At 11.
11 in the freezer.
Yep.
Right, I'll leave that on for a bit then now, eh? 11. Right, pump.
Yep. Pump on. Water pump.
Right, just check the taps are closed on the inside there.
Pump's running now because it's filling the water here. I'll check the
Okay.
these cupboards up so I can check the pipes under the wash basin.
Oh, tell you what I haven't done.
So,
Just turn the pump off.
has Jason forgot something?
Yeah, I haven't put the drain down. Just check it's draining out at the bottom, mate. That the drain is doing its job.
Yep, the van's having a wee.
Right. Go on then.
Are you sure now?
Yeah, I'm sure now.
Are you positive now?
I'm positive.
So what's happening now is we're filling the water heater, which holds 10 litres.
Just bring the camera over, Kevin, and just explain it. Explain the process.
So now I've turned the pump on.
We
fill the tank. We filled it from outside to check the filler, but now we filled it from inside anyway.
Well, there's a filler, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're checking this pipe here.
We've checked that pipe there for leaks, and then for ease we've filled it from there. We've turned the pump on now, as you can hear the pump running. There's the pump. The reason the pump's running now is because I've got the tap open in the hot position. You can see it's coming out cold anyway. Got the tap open in the hot position. As you can see now it's spluttering in the hot position. The pump's running because it's filling the water heater up. The water heater being there, which holds 10 litres of water. So you must remember, if ever you've filled your van up,
there, Kev, that's 15.
15 is it?
Yeah, that'll be a 15 litre one. Oh, go on, sorry, you carry on.
So if ever you hear your pump running, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got a leak. If you're filling up from dead empty, it's because it's got to fill your water heater first. So before you panic and go ripping cupboards open, that's what it's doing. So what we're doing now, as soon as we get the water through on the hot, we'll repeat the process of washing. Then we'll turn the tap off, and the pump should, in theory, stop running.
What's that?
That door behind you.
Oh.
No, it's just Jason panicking. He hears things.
Hear things? Yeah, you're snoring. That's what we hear.
So as you can see, it takes a while to fill the water heater up. So now we're getting water spluttering through. Once we've got a nice steady flow.
Ain't that?
Oh, that wasn't that then, no.
I've outside check.
Turn it to cold. We've got a nice steady flow on cold, so turn that tap off. And if we wait now, listen.
There we go.
Pump has now stopped, so the system's pressurised up because it's a pressured system. So if you've got that type of pump, it's usually a pressured system, so the system's pressurised. So Jason will now repeat the process on the wash basin.
Only open the tap slowly because of build up of air.
Yeah, open the tap slowly, otherwise you get splattered with water. So a nice steady flow. Repeat the process with the shower, because we've actually got a separate shower tap on this.
Good pressure there. Really good pressure.
So now we'll wait.
I'll just grab check on the camera.
Pump stops, and now what we will do is we'll go around and check all the water pipes, have a look, make sure there's no leaks. So you got all your pipes under your wash basin there. What you would find if you've got a leak of any significance would be occasionally your pump would kick in. That would mean then it's losing pressure somewhere, so you got a leak.
Gas locker door.
Gas locker door was banging.
Right, see if this level is doing its job. Yeah, back down to a quarter.
You happy with that? Yeah.
So that's that working.
This is just found me another job.
So that's the thing you find though, into like little things like this. Let's just show people when you're checking off. You think everything looks okay, but
it's obviously been caught.
So there's a job for you, Kev.
And the other thing to note as well on motorhomes is you haven't got a solid worktop because they keep the weight down. So what you get is the worktop is actually hollow. So be very, very careful if you drop any tin cans or anything out of the cupboard, because it will make a hole in it. I'll now put you back here so you can watch Jason. Not as he'll do much, like, but he'll go through the motions anyway, while I go get some glue.
Right, we've got the water primed up. Shall we get some on the heating on first or the electric?
Any?
Any? Let's just have a look at what the reading is on here then, Kev. So we're 161 watts.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do heating first.
Yeah, go on then.
And then. Kev?
You're still on 160. Oh, you want to be on the camera, do you? All right. I'll just do
right,
the
so we'll put the heating on first, yeah?
Yep.
Put that up to 30 degrees. We'll do the water. We'll do the water later. So we're both on electric.
Show them what you're doing. Yeah, so.
Right, we're getting a fault light. Right, let's try it then on gas. Right, fault light's gone out. Right, let's try it back on electric again, eh? Right, it's faulting out on electric.
You have turned it on at the sergeant unit, haven't you?
I thought you did that.
Don't blame me. You're the one doing it.
You didn't put the...
Oh, Jason, what are you doing? Come on. Hey? Right.
That's your fault, not mine.
That's not my fault. I'm holding a camera. You're the one that's showing people how to do it. Come on.
Right. Right, we're still faulting. Ah, it's gone off now. So we're on 1 kilowatt.
It will do when you've got the electric turned on at the sergeant unit.
So that's 1078, 75 now. So let's just check 2 kilowatts.
So we're on 1 kilowatt.
Now we'll move it to 2 kilowatts. Let's have a look where we're up to. That should click in a minute. There you go.
There you go, you're up to 2 kilowatt now.
Right, so we'll run the heating on the 2 kilowatts of electric for a bit, check it, and make sure you switch on.
Make sure, Jason, that you turn that on. Trying to shift the black on me.